vegetable production and consumption in my country, Bangladesh, is very low. As a result, a lot of people are suffering from malnutritional problems. And around 90,000 people every year are suffering from different vitamin deficiency. Low yield and shortage of agricultural land are the main reasons for this malnutritional problem. So, sweet pepper is the high-value horticultural crop that can give you some degree of malnutritional problems. But the production of sweet pepper is very low in my country. Therefore, hydroponics can be a good alternative to open field traditional system for higher yield of sweet pepper production. Hydroponics has many disadvantages, which restrict the further expansion in my country, Bangladesh. Principal disadvantages are the high cost of capital and energy inputs and required high degree of management skills. Therefore, it is needed to develop a low-cost and simple hydroponic cultivation technique of sweet pepper, adapted to local conditions in Bangladesh areas, and to develop a modified soil structure without electricity. To achieve these goals, I conducted several experiments from 2009 to 2012, and I divided my researches into subtitles. These are varietal screening of sweet pepper, effect of nutrient solution and temperature on capsaicin content and yield, use of nigari as alternative liquid fertilizer in soil culture, and its effect on growth, yield, antioxidant content of sweet pepper, effect of irrigation timing and nigari on leaf gas exchanges of sweet pepper, physical and chemical properties of substrate mixtures and their effects on growth and yield, low cost and simple hydroponics development and potential for sweet pepper production in tropical areas. Due to shortage of my presentation time, today I would like to discuss only 4 of my researches. Number 2, effect of nutrient solution, use of nigari, effect of irrigation timing, and low cost and simple hydroponics. Now I am discussing one by one of these researches. Effect of nutrient solution and temperature on capsaicin content and yield of sweet pepper. Introduction. Capsaicin is the characteristic compound that contained only in capsicum species. It uses against arthritis pain, inflammation, anti-mutagenicity, antioxidant, and food industry as medicinal purpose. It depends on capsicum species and cultivars. It also can be affected by different factors. For example, fruit age and different environmental capsaicin. Proper nutrient combination in the solution may improve the yield of sweet pepper in soil culture, but there is no specific nutrient solution for sweet pepper production in soil culture in the tropical areas. Therefore, it is needed to find out a crop-specific nutrient solution for successful sweet pepper production in tropical areas. On capsaicin content and yield of sweet pepper. Materials and method. Growing environments. 8 people seedlings are transplanted into 40-liter pots containing media mixture of cocoa peat, bora, and sugar at the rate of 45, 50, and 5% on the basis of volume. The average temperature of 29.9 and 24.1 degrees Celsius for greenhouse 1 and 2 were maintained during my experimental period. Design and treatment. RCBT 6, 2, and 3 factorial treatments were used in this experiment. Factor 1, 6 sweet pepper cultivars of 100 bed, Puro P rate, PAP E rate, PAP new E rate, ABRDC PEP 0436, 6055, and ABRDC PEP 0436, 6006. First 4 cultivars grow well in Miyazaki area, and I brought these 2 cultivars from ABRDC Taiwan. The average fruit weight of these cultivars around 180 gram. Factor 2, 3 nutrient formulation. Hogland and Arnold number 2 denoted as S1. Double state of Hogland and Arnold number 2 S2 and customized nutrient solution formulation S3. This customized nutrient solution I prepared with the discussion of my supervisor, which could be suitable for sweet potato production in tropical areas. Customized formulation. In this experiment, I measured capsaicin in the green fruit at 38 days after fruit set and in ripe fruit at 52 days after fruit set by HPLC. Important findings from this experiment. Effect of cultivar, nutrient solution and temperature on capsaicin content in sweet paper. Regarding cultivar, the highest capsaicin concentration in green and ripe fruit was found in ABRDC 6006, whereas the lowest was found in puff-free E rate. This result reveals that cultivar had important effect on the capsaicin concentration in sweet pepper fruits. And ABRDC 6006 had the genetical capability to synthesize capsaicin at green and ripe states. Regarding nutrient solution, the highest capsaicin concentration at both the fruit maturity stage was found in S3 nutrient solution. This result revealed that nutrient solution also had important effect on capsaicin synthesis in fruits. And nitrogen enhances the synthesis of capsaicin in placental tissue of sweet pepper fruits. Perhaps S3 nutrient solution can supply proper amount of nitrogen, including other nutrient combination. That is why the highest capsaicin concentration was found when S3 was applied to the sweet pepper in soil culture. Capsaicin synthesis, and perhaps high temperature enhances the activity of capsaicin synthesis, and that is why higher capsaicin concentration was found in sweet pepper grown under high temperature condition. Effect of fruit maturity on capsaicin content in fruits of sweet pepper. Around 10 to 12 times higher capsaicin concentration was found in ripe stage of fruit maturity. This might be due to the degradation or metabolism of capsaicin. Capsaicin metabolism or degradation depends on the peroxidase enzyme, and the peroxidase enzyme activity depends on the age of fruits. At the early stage of fruit maturity, the peroxidase enzyme activity was higher. As a result, capsaicin concentration was lower in green states, and with the advancement of fruit maturity, this enzyme activity reduced, and ultimately I found the highest capsaicin concentration in ripe stage of fruit maturity. 436-6006 produced the highest capsaicin, whereas puff-free new area produced moderate concentration of capsaicin. 2. High temperature of around 30 degrees Celsius can produce higher amount of capsaicin. 3. Ripe fruits contain higher amount of capsaicin. 4. The highest capsaicin concentration was found in customized nutrient solution. And 5. Almost all the yield contributing characteristics were found improved in customized nutrient solution. So far, I found the suitable cultivars of sweet pepper and nutrient solution for producing sweet pepper in tropical areas in soil culture. After that, I made a plan to add some additional alternative fertilizer to reduce production cost. Now I am discussing from that point of view. Use of nigari as alternative liquid fertilizer in soil culture and its effect on growth, yield and antioxidant content of sweet pepper. Some cost in agricultural crops. Nigari is the byproduct of salt industry, and it can supply adequate amount of magnesium and calcium and other micronutrients to the sweet paper. However, there has been little researches on nigari application on crop life. Effects of nigari application on yield, physiological growth, and fruit quality of sweet paper. To study the effect of nigari on antioxidant content of sweet paper. Materials and method. 2 repeated experiments were conducted in greenhouses. 2 8-week old seedlings were transplanted into 40-liter pot containing cocoa peach, boda, and barlage. For growth and yields, 2 cultivars, Papi, New Ere, and ABRDC 6006 were used in this experiment on the basis of my previous experimental result. But for antioxidant content, I used only 1 cultivar. Design and treatments for growth and yield. Factor 1, 3 nigari rates of standard nutrient solution as controlled. This is customized nutrient solution that I tested in the previous experiment. 2 and 4 ml per liter nigari plus additional NPK to equal the standard. Nigari rates and cultivars in growth and yield attributes of sweet paper. Regarding nigari concentration, the highest main stem diameter, total stem length, and fruit fresh weight was found, and the control of 0.2 ml nigari was applied. And also, percent blossom yield growth was lowest in 2 ml nigari. This might be due to 2 ml nigari can supply adequate amount of calcium. That is why percent bar was lower in 2 ml nigari. On the other hand, 4 ml nigari reduced all the ill contributing characteristics of sweet might be due to this mild variety stage that I discussed in previous slide. And 2 ml nigari plant growth was heavier than 4 ml nigari. After 2 ml nigari was applied, but all the physiological growth states reduced when 4 ml nigari was applied. This might be due to salinity and higher EC that I discussed in previous slide. Effect of nigari rates and cultivars on fruit quality attributes of sweet paper. Regarding nigari concentration, with the increasing rate of nigari, all fruit quality characteristics improve, yield, fruit quality, and mineral composition in leaves and fruits. 2. RGR, NAR, and their related components also improve when 2 ml nigari was applied. 3. Fruit quality parameter increase with increasing rate of nigari. Regarding antioxidant and fruit quality, 1. Capsaicin, beta carotene, ascorbic acid increased with increasing rate of nigari. Capsaicin and beta carotene increased with the advancement of fruit age, whereas ascorbic acid decreased after 45 days after fruit set. 3. It can be concluded that 3 ml nigari can be applied to sweet paper, CV, Papi, New Ere for producing a higher yield of high quality fruits and moderate amount of antioxidant compounds. Furthermore, I suggest harvesting sweet paper fruits between 45 to 55 days after fruit set. Introduction. Crop specific and water saving irrigation application timings must be developed because mistake in application timing of irrigation of nutrient solution to horticulture crops may cause a serious yield reduction. Successful attempts have been documented regarding deficit irrigation methods. For example, partial root zone drying, but there has been little attention on application timing of nutrient solution in soil culture. It is also important to investigate the effect of nigari on leaf gas exchanges of sweet paper, as I found nice result of nigari application. So, nutrient solution application timing and nigari on leaf conductance, transpiration, leaf vapor pressure deficit, and deep photosynthetic. Planted with 50-liter pots containing cocopeat, bora and perlite. Minimum temperature of 18 and maximum 24 degrees Celsius are 21, 7 and 15, T2, 9 and 15, T3, 7, 9 and 15 is in the reproductive growth stage compared to vegetative growth stage. This might be due to source-sink relationship. In reproductive growth stage, source was higher than vegetative growth stage. That is why photosynthesis was higher in reproductive growth stage. Photosynthesis increased with increasing rate of ppf until 1500 ppf. After that, almost steady position. However, the highest photosynthesis was found when 2 ml nigari was applied in the Islamic Bangladesh. Now I am discussing on that point of view. LCS hydroponics development and potential for sweet pepper production in tropical areas. Introduction. Hydroponics provide an instant as well as long-term solution to the problem of inability to produce vegetables. LCS hydroponics does not require electricity, unlike other traditional hydroponic systems. It requires very little technical knowledge for construction and maintenance. 4. Sweet pepper was produced successfully using LCS hydroponics in carbonized rice husk or bamboo chips or coconut oil. Now I am drawing the general conclusion on my dissertation research. A soil and vegetable like sweet pepper production practice program is developed for Bangladesh. Tapi new area or ABRDC 6006 can be grown under high temperature conditions at around 30 degrees Celsius in Bangladesh. The customized nutrient solution can be used for producing high quality with higher yield of sweet pepper. Nigari at 2 ml per liter can be used in soil and vegetable like sweet pepper production. Nigari nutrient solution application timing of 7, 9 and 15 HRA is better for sweet pepper production in soil culture. Carbonized rice husk or coconut oil can be used in Bangladesh. LCS hydroponic system is not adopted on electricity and it can be used in Bangladesh. My recommendation for the farmers of Bangladesh to use these deserts so that they can produce high quality with higher yield of sweet pepper in Bangladesh. And I hope, according to the result, we can produce the high quality with higher yield of sweet pepper that can minimize some degree of malnutritional problem in my country. And after returning my home country, I will continue this research in sweet pepper as well as high value horticultural crops. This is all about my today's presentation. I published 6 papers during my doctoral research. Thank you for your patient care.
To the last presentation, I have one question and one question. You use 3 types of nutrient solutions: programmed and unknown, and total programmed and unknown, and use customized formulation. What is the customized formulation? Is it specialized for sweet pepper growing or vegetable?
Thank you, Sensi, for your nice question. This customized nutrient solution only especially for sweet pepper production. We prepare this solution according to nutrient requirement of sweet pepper, and we think this could be suitable for tropical areas, especially for sweet pepper production.
What is feature character of the formulation?
We added higher amount of nitrogen and lower amount of ammonia. in this solution, and we also added calcium little bit higher compared to Hogland and Arnold. And so far, there is no specific nutrient solution for sweet pepper production. Usually, we are using Hogland and Arnold for almost all horticultural vegetable production. But I think a specific nutrient solution is needed for high quality and high yield for vegetable in soil culture. In that point of view, we customized this solution.
I just pick up the drawing from the activity itself, and then my point is, for example, you said the drawing patterns to analyze the true temperature range, okay? The 29.2 or lower one is 24.1. So when I saw this temperature, it's so strange to me because the why so it's fluctuating, not 25 or 20. So then I check this table 1.1. You just the average temperature doesn't come from the total average from during the February to August. Okay? And then yeah, of course so based on the data you conclude that which variety is the best one for your hydroponic system. So thinking about fluctuation of the yield during this period. Do you have any comment on the fluctuation? Because when you recommend this kind of varieties to the farmer, most important point is the total yield, not total yield. If the production is stable from the long period, it might be better sometimes, depending on the occasion. So I'm interested in the fluctuation of yield from these varieties. Even considering such aspect, still can you say these two varieties, maybe ITC 646 and Latin U11 is the best two varieties? That is one question.
Sensei, I set experiment April. From April to August, the fluctuation is there is fluctuation, but this fluctuation only occurred in vegetative growth stage. But in productive growth stage, almost stable. Therefore, I did not count any yield fluctuation due to fluctuation of temperature. This fluctuation occurred only in vegetative growth stage.
You mean that does not consider such fluctuations risk for this growing system?
Yes.
Most of them. So yes, another one. It's not direct question in this presentation. So the hydroponic system LGS is very sounds nice according to low cost, no electricity. Yes, you're all right. So my question is the system should be or can be used for seed paper. I mean, why you choose the seed paper for Bangladesh farmers?
Sensei sweet pepper is a high nutritive crop. It contains so many amount of vitamins
Compared to other vegetables. So you want to
especially vitamin C and vitamin A. In my country, a lot of children are suffering from malnutritional problem, especially vitamin C. And maybe I mentioned 90,000 children every year are suffering from xerophthalmia due to vitamin C deficiency, and out of which 30,000 children completely blind vitamin A deficiency. So I think if we can produce high value vegetable crops, we can reduce some degree of malnutrition problem in children and as well as people in my country.
you see the farmer children accept this seed paper. Okay, thank you.
So, your first presentation customized nutrient solution is very specific for growth. So I think that solution is enough to treat plant growth. If so, why nigari effect are what is essential?
Essentially, in first and second experiment, we selected, I selected customized nutrient solution. This is enough for sugar production. But we are thinking, how can we reduce production cost by reducing fertilizer? In that point of view, I added some alternative fertilizer source with the combination of customized nutrient solution. My standard is the customized.
Be customized.
Customized solution. And I fix the, sorry.
Okay. I see. Related question I want to ask the what is the negative effect of high solution? You said salinity, high concentration potassium is reason for salinity for millimeter nigari. But I think only 100 ppm is not stress for any plants. Isn't it? I think you in your thesis you showed the content of sodium of nigari. So I think for your treatment, high nigari concentration is not so high, not here.
Yes, not so much amount of natrium, but when I use more amount of nigari, the total plant nutrient increased, and due to total nutrient increase, the EC also increased. This EC is one of the factors. Salinity and EC is another factor. Salinity is only due to sodium and chloride. And but EC increased with increasing rate of nigari due to total amount of nutrient solution.
Okay.
ローコストシンプルシステムの話をタイミングとして、医療やるタイミングとして3回の人を見て話を聞いた形ですね。でもローコストシステムで100リットル使ってなかったら、多分水かなんかでチートがしてる。それの関係なんですけど、そうなんです。ずっと医療やり続けるのか、感覚的ワーキングでやるのか、将来よくわかる。そうですね。わかりました。はい。いいですね。はい。
greenhouse. That's the problem.
In greenhouse, we can measure greenhouse, but the problem is we need the stable temperature and almost relative humidity. But in our greenhouse, we cannot set the stable temperature and also relative humidity in long time, because for photosynthesis one sample I need at least 1 hour. This 1 hour I need a stable temperature and also stable relative humidity. It cannot be maintained in greenhouse. We can maintain if the greenhouse will be high heat or high quality greenhouse. Maybe we can make that in greenhouse.
Okay. My another question is about the, you mentioned about the growing media. This shudo is English name or Russian?
This shudo is Japanese name. Usually this is the barn clay loam soil. Barn clay loam soil.
Not so. That is not low. That is the andesol.
Andesol.
Andesol is not low. Low is a clay.
Clay.
Your all experiments about the sweet paper. But as I hear in your country people use a lot of plastic. So could you please let me know what's the hottest cultivar in your work if you can tell me what country in your work?
Hottest sweet chili cultivar.
Chili.
Hottest chili cultivar is the Bhut Jhalokia. So far, Bhut Jhalokia. Bhut Jhalokia is the one of the hottest chili cultivar from 2007.
Which country grew this one?
Bhut Jhalokia three states of India, Assam, Nagaland, and some part of my country, Bangladesh. Also, we can find the hottest Bhut Jhalokia cultivar. And sometimes we can found this cultivar in rural area of Sri Lanka. But in Sri Lanka's case, they call it Nai Morich, not Bhut Jhalokia, Nai Morich or Cobra Morich. Cobra Morich